Welcome back, Wowzery, with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts video. Today I thought I'd do another custom battle and do a design for a dreadnought Chinese battleship. And as it would be like 1914 to go against Japan. I remember by this time Japan had the Congo class battle cruisers, and so maybe China, feeling left out, decides to order two, and I think they would be heavily influenced by British designs. So I'm gonna make it a smaller ship and go about 21 knots. Don't think it needs much range. At this time I think they were using steam turbines. A lot of them were semi-oil. Do the forest, do an auxiliary. At that armor plate. I'm gonna go with. I'm actually gonna try Harvey this time because it's a bit cheaper, and I think China might have gone with something a bit cheaper. Add some flooding. The Citadel, I probably go with number 3 right there. And of course, they probably would have some of the better turrets. I think they were using cordite about this time. Let's see which one. -10, -5. Do that one. I was looking at the penetration in case anybody was wondering. And now let's see which one's smaller. That one is. And I'm gonna add a secondary tower that has that on there. Funnel. I'm gonna go for one of the tall funnels here. Let's see, does that give me? Yeah, it gives me 100% engine efficiency, which is exactly what I wanted. Standard barbette right there. And I'm going to go with 12-inch guns right here. No, twin. But I am going to add one right here, kind of like the Iron Duke class. Do this arrangement, which a lot of World War I battleships had this arrangement. A, B. I think most times they called that Q and XY. Do casements. A lot of times it was 6-inch guns at this time. So do that. A lot of them did have underwater torpedo tubes. So one on each side there. And I think I'm going to try and increase the armor here. Make it a heavily armed ship. Kind of the opposite of Congo, which was a battle cruiser. See what we get to. Gunning tower 13. I'm going to go 13.5 with that. 5 secondaries, give it an additional inch. Go 13.5 right there. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Do we have spot for 3-inch guns? Yeah. That works. And a lot of times they did have a couple of just single 3-inch mounts, which were usually AA mounts. There were usually about 4 of them. So we'll put those in as well. And there we go. Our Chinese dreadnought. I don't know what they would have called it. I'll just keep it with that. Probably a bit heavier than what they would have had at the time. but I'm not sure how the game calculates that weight. So let's launch into it and see how these go against the computer-generated ships. Of course, at the time, I think the Japanese would have had 14-inch guns, so they would have been underpowered right there. Yeah. I just remember I'm on YouTube, BitChute. If you like these videos, leave a comment, subscribe. Tell me what you would have done differently. That's always interesting. Those look like some pretty big guns. I'm guessing 15-inch. Way outgunned. Although it's 10-6, so I've already been hit. Although he's on fire too. No, hey. Looks like probably maybe 8-inch guns right there. 4-inch. I've already gotten some 12-inch hits on them. Some extended penetration. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pronounce that. No, well, maybe. Try. Inju? Injui? Something like that. And the Reinchen? I think I'm trying to put a German pronunciation into that. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce Asian names and stuff. Despite the fact I love the Japanese Navy, the history of it. The one thing I didn't look at. Let's speed things up here and see what's going on. Ooh, this one's already been hit pretty good. It, flooding. Oh, that was a pretty good flood. And it looks like it's already going to be sunk. 57%. So we hit it pretty good. The 12-inch guns versus, well, I still don't know yet. Guess I could cheat and see what's going on with it. But I'm gonna go with the identifying here. See what it comes up with. Right, so that actually kind of. Oh yeah, that's the Reichen, which is the one behind. So it's going slower to get in position. It would have been interesting. China, no, at this time I don't think was really politically able to do any battleships. 14-inch guns. Oh, 7-inch. It wasn't 4-inch, it was 5-inch. So I was off by all calibers. Let's see, 2.4 to 12.3. I got a little bit more, but looks like they're using Krupp armor versus, I think they're using Harvey. But they have a minimum bulkheads, which any hits underwater sure does. It sure does hurt them. I think I have what standard here. Really, when you design a battleship, you really want at least standard, if not more, with the bulkheads. Anything less than that, and you're just looking to have a lot of flotation damage on these. The Unyu, I believe that was a World War II Japanese carrier named, was it the Amiga class, 1943 or so? I don't think it was actually completed. Nope, got engine damage. What's the maximum speed? These are fast ships, kind of battle cruiser type, which would be more like the Congo class, missing a 14-inch gun turret, so it would need one more back here. Interesting position of the secondary tower. I haven't thought of putting it right there. Nope, I've been hit once. Let's see. Oh, got a hit right there. And a hit back here. Oh, it was on fire. Let's see. Down. No, it looks like it's repairing the flotation. It's coming back up. Let's see, where are we headed? Off that direction. I have to remember to check where the AI is sending me. Because for some reason you can click kind of strange and it will go strange. It's taking some hits. Let's see, what type of hits do I have? Penetration, overpin. Only 12 penetration. Oh, now to 14. Oh, it looks like we got another flooding. Extended penetration, mid belt damage. Oh, another 6-inch mid deck penetration. Oh, they're inching. Oh, that was it got hit. Took out a secondary gun. That's right, there's casemates on fire. Oh, it's on fire again. It's actually, aside from the 7-inch guns here, it's not a bad design that the AI did. You know, I'm not knocking it too much. Some days these designs are like, what's the computer on? Or how did they do it? Another stern. Its rudder's damaged again. It's flooding again. Or it was. Looks like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Some areas are flooding and other areas are repairing, so it's kind of going up and down at the same time. It's at 12% versus 5%. I was looking at this down here. Ooh. Oh, it plateaued at 13%. But 47%. It's just taking a pounding now. I think it's only a matter of time, unless of course you get some very lucky hits. Which has happened. You know, an ammo explosion destroying a ship pretty quick. And I always hear about other players talking about ammo explosions on their ships, and I really haven't seen that. No. If you look at the powder has a certain chance of exploding and all that type of stuff. I haven't seen that with my ships in any of my games, so maybe I just been lucky and not seen it. Yeah, structure's down to 35%. Well, they're repairing the flotation, so it's kind of going up. Look at all those shells flying around. We're now up to 23 penetrations. Yeah, the one time the Japanese and Chinese battleships, China had 2 pre-dreadnoughts, I think it was. Before 1900, I think. And in one battle they lost them both, I think. I think was it the first Sino-Japanese Wars, something like that. Oh, there's another hit. Down 21%. Yeah, Japanese, I think, had pretty much just cruisers, and China lost their 2 battleships, and you know, since that time they never really recovered until just kind of recently. No, it's over. That's all she wrote. Better firepower, put more shells on target than he was able to. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I actually had fun doing this one. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll see, hopefully Alpha 5 drops here sometime in the next couple of days, and I'll put out a video for that one as well. Keep an eye out for that. We all waiting for Nick to put it out, but I'd rather he wait a couple more days and have a better alpha than just kind of going, here it is. So, I will see you next video.